This is Talk About Topeka on Gab Local TV and TV 25. This episode brought to you by Field of Greens and The Break Room. And here's your host, Chris Schultz.
All right, so here in the gablocal.tv studio, we don't always stay confined to our confines of the studio. Every once in a while, I do let Frank out of the control room, and he's appreciative of that, right, Frank?
I've lost the key to the ball and chain that are under this desk. I don't know where it's at. So, yeah, it's not happening for me much.
And I've been trying real hard to find that key for you, Frank. I try real hard, so.
Well, you should try a little harder.
Okay, so one of the things I did last Sunday, went down to see my friends. We're talking about Topeka, but you know, our good neighbors right next door, there's a heck of a festivity celebration event happening in Tonganoxie. Have you ever been to Tonganoxie?
I have actually been to Tonganoxie. It's a little quaint little town.
It's a very nice little place, very nice little place. They have a beautiful main street that we were on. There's this pocket park that we did some filming in. We actually made a video from the song Good Times by Owl City. You know that song? You saw this, right?
Oh, I saw you when you were putting it together, yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's good. You did a good job.
They did like a lip dub where they made it easy for me to be able to go in and film this stuff. First of all, they had one of those gators, the four-wheel carts, so I got to sit in the back of one of those, and we drove down Main Street. The police were so cool there. They shut down the street, and they were so cooperative. Everybody was having such a good time out. I mean, it was a blast, literally a good time to make the video. But they had everything we needed, and they had all the different people in town lined up to do their little parts, and we recorded it. And then I came back here and poured a whole bunch of coffee and had a lot of coffee and pulled an all-nighter and the next day and edited their video for them and made the video. It was a lot of fun. What'd you think, Frank? Do you like the song? You like Good Times?
Yeah, well, I love the song, but I think that maybe you got a little burned out. You had to listen to it, 300 times?
That's the issue when you make something like that, because you're filming it, then you hear it that many times, then you edit it, and you have to hear it that many times. So did you survive in the office next to me while I was editing?
I had my earplugs in, so I'm good.
So nothing different than usual then, right?
What'd you say? I don't know.
Precisely. Tonganoxie Sesquicentennial, we're going to be talking about it more on the show here, but we want to make sure people do get that in their calendars. It's going to be June 10th and 11th. We've got a lot of festivities happening. Like I said, we'll find out more about it. There's a cool Facebook group for the Tonganoxie Sesquicentennial, and don't make me say that 10 times fast, because it's a tongue tire, isn't it?
I just say 150th birthday.
Do you know how to spell sesquicentennial, Frank?
I can spell that, T-H-A-T.
You're so good. So good. Yeah. And actually, I'm surprised you spelled that correctly because, well.
Do you know, I can just make you go to color bars or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's good times, good times. Now, we all find ourselves in the middle of things that we don't know how it's going to turn out, but again, the people in Tonganoxie were so cool. We're going to be down there, actually. TV 25 and Gab Local will have a table because we're their Kansas own broadcaster here. We serve them, and we're glad that we have our viewers in Tonganoxie. We love you all, folks. Frank, you better tell them you love them too.
We love you all, folks.
And it's more important that you tell them that, because I actually went there to make the video and you were lazy at home.
Lazy? Oh, that's not one word that I've been told that I am lately.
That's the one word that I can get away with calling you. Because everybody knows
on the air. You call me other things off the air. Yeah,
I do. We do. It's good times. And also this week we had our good friends from TV 25 came down and they brought some guests from Kansas City and they did some filming for us, and the guys from H3 TV. That was so cool too. So we have a little bit of a sample of what they did. But there was some, we had some issues in the studio. We'll talk more about that when we come up. But it's just, when you put this technology stuff together, there's so many things that can go wrong, that might go wrong. And Frank?
Well, we have to figure it out and we
That's
move
right.
on. But part of these H3 TV guys, they are the most energetic, wonderful guys that I've ever met in my entire life. They were so much fun. I'm so sorry that we just didn't get the audio recorded. And,
I know.
And it was, something happened, whatever. But I didn't realize how big of a deal they are. I mean, these kids that are in this, we'll show it later, but these kids know the choreography to their songs. And
yeah, these guys have made quite a business out of this. It's pretty cool. They've got their own stuff that they send in before, so everybody who goes, or all the kids at the assembly, they know who they are because they've basically got a whole educational package, and they mixed magic with it, and I'm kind of partial to that because I think, what better way to get a kid involved in what you're doing other than literally getting them involved, and that's what these guys do.
It's like a whole elementary school, all in an assembly, all doing the choreography. They were pretty cool.
The kids from McCarter Elementary.
And the fifth graders, there's some video that we're not going to show. The fifth graders came up to them and had them sign their shirts, and they were really sentimental, and they were like, "We've grown up with you."
Yeah.
It was cool.
Good guys. So check them out. Of course, we're giving them as many plugs as possible because we had a little issue with their thing. So h3tv.com. Check out that, and then also check out the video from their assembly.
Oh, don't think that we're not trying to get them back into town to
they will
record
be.
it again.
They'll be here. Back, they'll be back, and they'll be back in to do it all. So there we go. So. Check it out. We got so much more stuff headed your way on this episode of gablocal.tv, and it's going to be more than Frank singing karaoke, because that's coming up. What song are you singing again?
My Heart Bleeds for You.
Okay, I thought it was Ave Maria.
Oh, Chris, no, I don't think so. Can we just go to commercial?
Sure, why not? Go to commercial. We have plenty more things coming up right after this.
This episode brought to you by Field of Greens and The Break Room, because TV 25 cares.